This game started.
We want our money back. All 46,850 square bucks.
On the run from inside his own
There
5.
we go.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Got room at the 35. Oh, a lot of space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And how about that start for this offense? You know, oftentimes you see teams just trying to get into a rhythm, maybe an easy completion to get their quarterback feeling good. Not this offense. They take a shot and find an explosive play right out of the gate.
He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Dropping back, it's Hurts. He wants it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. The Wolfpack need this third and short to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Here comes the heat. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Eagles.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of gap.
He's going to fire deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
Fires to the tight end. Still on his feet. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to break down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Quarterback making checks. To the air. It's Hurts. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. They went for the big play and boy, did it. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Culpepper. Buys a little time with his feet. Going to try to get it himself. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Quick completion on the out route. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. The Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
How about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Culpepper. Under fire.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Oh, he makes the catch. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quick strike complete. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive.
Scores on the sneak.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To the air on 1st down. Got a man, it's Tate. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hurts. Got his man in the middle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Panthers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Grab near the marker, it's Sparks. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the 1st down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throw the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the 1st down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here.
Touchdown, Panthers! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Dances away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. They've got a first down here to open the period. Back to throw, it's Culpepper. Pocket breaking down. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Pulls it in. It's dealt. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. The Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Catch in the middle. It's dealt. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Tar Heels come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Trying to get it to the marker. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Caught in the backfield. It's Sparks. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot. Get the...
Turning it on! And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Back to throw, it's Hurts. The quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Panthers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Tate. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blink, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
And the Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quickly complete. Powers through. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab outside. It's Davidson. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Hurts. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and get them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
This has been the unending drive. It has gone on forever. It has chewed clock, but now it faces third and long. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And the Panthers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Touchdown, Florida International. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Going right to work up top. Fires to the big fella. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Going deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. Back to throw, it's Culpepper. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man to the left. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in.
And he's still running after the move. At the 30. The tag. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Panthers.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Dropping back, it's Culpepper. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Tar Heels want to move quickly. Wants to throw again. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. At the 35, he's got room. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And the Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. Touchdown, UNC! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Looking downfield, it's Hurts. He's got it. Creates a little room. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Got him downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to score.
The Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off play action. Got the back over the middle. They make the tackle at the 22. We'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but they still moving forward.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The pitch. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense in plays like this, because defensively you've got to be so good with your assignments. Someone needs the dive. Someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time nobody on defense had the answer.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to take off.
And man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet.
Oh, it's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. The Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Culpepper. Fires to the middle. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
He'll take another shot here. It's in. The Demon Deacons will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Tate. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pulls it in. It's the Spartans. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll line up for a second down play. Sends it back in motion. Gonna look downfield again. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. To throw, it's Hurts. Got the quick pass. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. The play action fake. Finds his man. It's Davidson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent.
Breaks into the open.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Wants to throw. It's Jordan. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Makes the catch. It's Becker. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Quarterback will keep it. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Hurts. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. A great catch and run for 6.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's the end of the quarter, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. Coming out with it, it's Barnes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He'll take the deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to pass, it's Jordan. Bringing the heat. He'll try to do it himself. He stopped just inches away from the 1st down, but boy, can he buy time and strike fear into the heart of a defense. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Now
he's going for it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play.
team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. That's strong coverage there. They tackled him at the 11-yard line. Looking to throw it on first down. That's reeled in. It's Williams. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
It's a nice game. They move the football up to the 27. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. QB keeper all the way. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Down the middle, it's Williams. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down of this drive, keeps going.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up.
Now here he goes. Past the 10. Touchdown, Irish. They were not going to catch him that time.
Well, all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Looking to throw now on first down. With the catch, it's Tate. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
He'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Defense is coming after him. He'll be brought down on fourth down, and the drive ends with a sack.
Why in the world would the offensive coordinator and head coach decide to go for it inside their own red zone? That's a peculiar choice for this offense.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Slings right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a
fight into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. We had a a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Ball handed off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense moving closer to the line again after that catch. Big throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. 1st and 10 now for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Davidson. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
And it's intercepted. He's bringing it back. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete, but is the final play of this period. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. And as we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial 2nd quarter beginning right now. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Deep shot toward the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
2nd and goal for the offense. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Moves out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31. And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Grab behind the line. It's Tate. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't the score.
He's got it with room to run. Touchdown, Irish. That's how you finish a play. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start at the 25. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Running out of time in the pocket. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. To dart to the left side. Caught way downfield and still running inside the 20. Ball carrier tackled at the 2, a solid gain on that completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
After the huge play, they're pounding on the door. It's 1st and goal at the 3. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
The extra point is good, but still trail by 3 touchdowns, 28-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Design quarterback run. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play. It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Using his legs. It's Jackson. First down, looking for more now. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The shotgun handoff here. Running with purpose. And tackled after a small pickup there.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Oh, they trap him for a sack. And a timeout is called. Stage late here in the 2nd quarter. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. That's caught. It's Williams. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to seen a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that first down marker. Instead, we got a 4th down decision.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And that sets up a return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And now the first play of this drive is set up at the 37. First down. Looking to throw the football. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Looking deep downfield with the left. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. Bit of a gamble here. Offense going for it on fourth down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And the pass is batted down, broken up on fourth down. What a play. The offense starts with a short field. Pulls it in. It's Williams. He runs out of bounds. That's a big